Hi, my name is Andy, and I'm the founder and CEO of Aviron. And today I want to take a deep dive into the Impact Series rower and really show you what makes this rower unique and special. There was a lot of thought put into designing this rower from the ground up that you may not know. And so I really want to highlight that in today's video. So let's jump into it. So the first thing is this rower uses a dual air and magnetic resistance system. And the reason why that's important is because the air side of our resistance is what makes it feel realistic. It's what makes it feel like you're rowing on water as you're moving the fan blades as you're pulling harder. And the magnetic resistance actually is what makes this rower really versatile. It turns it from a purely cardio machine into one that can do both toning and strength training because with the magnetic resistance, we can add up to 100 pounds of resistance with each stroke. And if you follow where the resistance kind of comes out to in this belt here, so we use a nylon belt, and most other rowers or traditional rowers use a chain. A chain is great, but a nylon belt is kind of new technology, and it makes the rower a lot smoother. It makes it quieter, and also has no maintenance. And it's the same material that you would find in, say, your seat belt in your car. The handlebars are also ergonomically designed, and they're designed so that you're always in the right position. So when you're rowing, they're designed so that they can rotate, and it makes sure that your wrist is straight as you're pulling towards you. The foot pedals here are a little bit wider than most rowers. A lot of rowers, your feet placement is quite close together. So if you are a larger, taller person, someone who has wider hips, you'll find a lot more comfort in a rower that has slightly wider foot placements. Of course, we can do the adjustments, allow you to adjust for different feet sizes. The rail here is quite long. So a lot of people say that our rower is longer than other rowers, and we purposely designed it to be long because we wanted to accommodate more people. So our rower can accommodate people up to 6'8" in height and a 38-inch inseam. The rail is also slanted slightly down, which promotes better form. Same with the seat. The seat kind of positions downwards, which promotes better form. And the seat is also positioned a little bit higher than most rowers. So this seat is about 20 inches off the ground. And if you notice, as I'm getting on this rower, I don't have to crouch down. I just have to sit down. So you're going to find a much more comfortable position getting on and off the rower. So this rower has a long rail, and to save space, we do have a folding mechanism, so you can actually pull this pin out and fold this end all the way up. And then finally, from a physical standpoint, what I'll highlight is that, so we came out with our Tough Series rower, which is a more premium model that we put into gyms like Gold's Gym, YMCA's, a lot of places across the nation, universities. And that rower is meant to be used 8 to 10 hours a day for 5 years straight. And then in 2020, as COVID hit, we accelerated the development of our home series rower, which is our Impact Series rower. And why that's important is because we reused all the internal mechanisms, the belt, and the screen. So although you're using this rower for your home, you're actually getting a commercial grade rower that is meant to last a lifetime. Give you a one simple example. This screen is not just using any basic screen components, they're all commercial grade components. The glass on the outside is actually the same glass you would find inside an elevator. And so it's really strong, it's meant to last. So really high quality components were used. So the rower is equipped with a 22-inch high definition touchscreen. There are some physical buttons on here, such as the power button here at the top. There's actual physical volume control buttons at the right side. There's a back button here. These two buttons can help you navigate, but also allow you to change resistance levels. And then we even have a headphone jack, which most people use to connect to external speakers, as an example. So the user interface is very easy to use. Not too many buttons to click, and everything kind of starts from left to right, like you're reading. So at the top left-hand corner, this is where we can log in. So I have Aviron login. I've already saved my profile here. So with one membership, you can have unlimited members in your household, and everyone would have a different login. So this is my login. I don't have to type in my username and password. I just have to click that. It takes a couple seconds, and then once you log in, you'll see that my profile picture shows up at the top left. And if I click on my profile picture, I can go into things like view profile. It's going to give me a history of all my workouts, say The other day I did pros versus Joes. I can click on that workout. I can see my watts, my calories at different points in time, and all my metrics here divided by all time. But if I want to see in the last 7 days, I can click the last 7 days and view some of those workouts. On the left-hand side, I have my profile picture, my username. I'm at a professional level because I rode about 7 hours to date. And then I also have all these achievements that I've earned to date and a few more that I haven't achieved yet. Now, if I click on my profile one more time, I can actually see a list of all the friends that I've added here. So you can notice here I have a little more than a dozen friends. No one's online right now because it would show you that they have a green icon. So that's how I know I can invite someone to a workout. And if I actually want to see some of my friends' workout history, let's say Austin with Training Tall, I can actually click on his profile and I can see all his metrics, what he's done in the last 24 hours as an example. He's had 2 workouts in the last 24 hours. I can click on them and see all his metrics. And that really keeps me accountable and keeps him accountable when you have friends and you can see how well they're doing. Kind of diving into that a little bit deeper, we do have a global leaderboard. So I click this one. It's going to load up the global leaderboard. It's going to show me that I'm in 226th position out of 1,300 people. And here's kind of the leaderboard, ranking everyone in terms of output. So you can see their username, their profile picture, their level, age, gender, their distance rode, their speed, and their output. And if I want to filter this and only see my friends as an example, so I'm ranked 13 out of 17th in terms of my friends, I can actually just select friends. And now it's going to show me the leaderboard with only my friends. So it's really going to keep me accountable and motivate me to work out more often and really climb the ranks. You can also filter this by 30 days or last 7 days. We have another button here, which is our monthly challenge. And so this month is Sizzling September. You have to row about 5 hours to accomplish this monthly challenge. It's showing me that I'm 8% there. It's showing me that out of all the Aviron members, we have 9 people that have completed this challenge this month so far, and 3 of my friends have completed it. And on the right side, this is just showing me all my friends and where I rank compared to them in this month's challenge. And I can just press the back button and kind of get out of there. And take it to the homepage. So in the homepage, this is kind of where you navigate on what type of workout you want to do. So we have over 300 different workout options that are very different, and we're constantly adding more every single month, including new features. Now you'll notice that we have different tiles in the middle, and each one of these tiles represents a different category of workouts. We're just going to jump into the first one here called performance. And under performance, we have things like how to row videos, we have YouTube, we have a pace boat, we have target practice, where if you want to focus on specific strokes per minute, it'll help you achieve that. But we're going to jump into metrics monitor first. And the reason why I highlight this workout as being important is because we feel as a company, if you're going to spend a lot of money on a premium product like this, you should be able to use your rower without a membership. And this workout option here called Metrics Monitor is always available to you, even if you don't have a membership, which you can pause at any time. And even if you don't have Wi-Fi or any type of internet access, you'll always be able to use the rower like a traditional rower. And this here gives you all the data you need, from your watts to your calories to your stroke rate to your meters. It even allows you to adjust your resistance. So I can actually push this up to 100 pounds of resistance. What's also important is that you can also log into a profile, keep track of your workout history, and add friends, even if you don't have a membership. And like I said, you can pause your membership. So if you're going away for vacation or something's happened, you can always pause it. Now, the reason why I took it up to level 16 is I really want to demonstrate how powerful this resistance is at its highest level. So I'm going to get on the rower and demonstrate that this rower, we use it for more than just rowing, and we use it for more than just cardio. As an example, I can use these handlebars as bicep curls or tricep extensions, the frame as dips. You'll notice as I do bicep curls here, I'm going to use all my force, and it's going to be very difficult to pull because the resistance is so strong. And so you can see I'm really pulling as hard as I can, and the resistance is quite high, and at the same time, it's really quiet to operate. And then once I finish my workout, I'm taken to a summary page. And in the summary page, you can see that I just rode for 16 seconds. I didn't really burn any calories because I only did 3 strokes, but it gives me all of my different information. And now this is going to save to my profile. as well. We have hundreds of different workout options across 7 different categories with a focus on variety and fitness entertainment. So if you're looking to play games, race people, have high intensity workouts, you're someone who's competitive and likes playing sports, watching sports, you're going to find content on here that is going to excite you. But one thing that we don't focus on is instructor live classes. But we do have a YouTube app here, which allows you access to thousands of instructor-led classes from people like Training Tall and Dark Horse Rowing. And I'm just going to punch in, say, Aviron as an example to play one of our videos. And you'll notice that we have all the stats at the bottom of the screen. I can pull this up into full screen. And as I row, it's going to keep track of all my metrics. If I really want to make it immersive, I can actually pull it to full screen. And we do have speakers on the screen, but you can connect your Bluetooth headset as well. And then once again, when you finish your workout, you press exit, it's going to take you back to this summary screen. So the next category is competition. And competition is exciting because it allows you to race against your own best lap time in lightning lap knockout, or you can race people in one-on-one or up to 10 people in real time. Now, there is a misconception that you need to create a room to race people, but I'm going to show you that that's not true. So as an example, let's say we want to do Grand Prix with up to 10 people, and I'm going to choose a 2-minute race. I get 3 options. I can race against the AI, which is against the computer, which is designed to push you to your limits. I can press invite, which allows me to create a room for just my friends or someone sitting next to me on another rowing machine, say in a gym. And then we have the option for go in the middle. And when you select go, it's going to connect you with other people from around the world in real time looking to race. But if it can't find someone, it's going to pair you up with historical data of people similar to you to really push your limits. And so we do have those options. I'm just going to select, actually, I'll select go as an example. It needs me to log in first, so let me just log in here. Say I wanted 2 minutes. I'm going to press go. And it's going to take about 45 seconds because now it's looking for people. And if it can't find people, it's going to pair me up with some historical data. But as soon as we get into the workout, you'll be able to see that there's going to be other profiles on our list of people that we can race against. So right here, we're teamed up with, it looks like 3 other people, historical or real people, I'm not sure. And you can see that they have real profile pictures. So myself as Andy against Jensen and these other people. And the leaderboard can be moved out of the way. My metrics, I can increase my resistance. I can move these out of the way and even the clock. And then once I'm done my workout, I can press the exit button and go back to the summary page. We do have a camera and a microphone. And at the end of most of our races, we take a victory photo of the top 3 people. And that's what we use the camera for, in addition to taking a profile picture. So if you want to share your success, it's really fun to take a victory photo. So the next category is games. Now, games is really exciting for me because I love to play with other people. So you can do games by yourself, work together as a team with other people. You can even compete against other people. And we have over a dozen games to choose from. They're all really beautiful. They have their own sound effects. One of my favorite games is one of our newer games called Blaster Brigade. It can be played with up to 3 people, between 2 and 20 minutes long, and easy to hard level difficulty level. So let's say I want to jump into this game. I'm going to say 2 minutes, and I'm going to go easy level, and I'm going to play against the computer because it's faster. So you'll notice here that I'm actually this pink character because my bubble up here is pink. It says my name, shows me my profile picture. And the way this game works is you're going to fire your gun every single time you finish a stroke. So if you do 25 strokes per minute, you're going to fire 25 times. And depending on how many watts you generate is how many bullets you're going to fire. Now, this game is interesting because you don't need to be the strongest or the fastest to win. It's about technique and about skill and strategy. And the reason behind that is you only get the points, and you can notice here there's a points board. You only get the points when you do the killing shot. And so it's all about timing and strategy because you don't want to be doing all the work and then suddenly your friend comes in and does that final last killing bullet and kills the bug for you. And at the same time, you don't want to work out too hard or wait for the enemy to get too close because then you can lose a life. And at the end of this workout, there are high scores and you're trying to beat your high score. It's just really fun. The next category is actually my favorite set of workouts called power play. And this is where workout programs really meets games. So I'm going to jump into power play. And you'll notice that we have a lot of different variety. They're all a little bit different. Let's say I want to start off with this one here called A game. It's a 17-minute workout. I'm going to say medium difficulty level. And it gives you a breakdown of the workout on the left-hand side. We automatically set the resistance for you. I can invite other people, or I can just press go, and I can start this workout. So the way this workout works is you are a car, and you're traveling down this highway. And this highway actually has 5 different lanes. And the way in which you win is you want to be in the lane with the most points. So you'll notice right now we're in this lane over here. We're going to move over to this lane because we're not moving very fast, and we're going to get all these negative points. But I want to move into the middle lane. And the way you move into the middle lane is you adjust your speed. So this one's about split time. So we're at a 2, if you're above 245 split, you're going to be in this lane. And if you go a little bit faster, you'll be in this lane. And even faster, you'll be in this middle lane. So you want to be in the lane that's the fastest. So let me just jump on here and do a few strokes and show you how I can adjust the speed. So now I'm going to slow down my stroke just a little bit. Now I'm in the middle lane. And now I'm really getting all the points. And you can imagine if you're doing this with 2 other people, it can be really fun because you're all trying to collect the most points. And you can see everyone else's car on the screen at the same time. And now this other section is going to get me to do a sprint. So I need to really pick up my speed to get all the points. Then I need to slow down a little bit to get the points here. And I'm going to slow down even more to move to this middle lane. And at the top left, you'll notice that's kind of where I have my points. And on the right side at the top is kind of the timeline. And we have all your metrics at the bottom. Really fun. You kind of forget that you're working out because you're just trying to earn as many points as possible. And once again, when you leave your workout, kind of out of breath already, you can have all your metrics as well. So the next category that we have is pros versus Joes. And this is one where we allow you to compete with real athletes, Olympic sprinters, Olympic rowers, Olympic boxers. We've worked with a lot of different athletes. You can see their names and their descriptions, the length of time of each workout. It's really fun to see how you compare against some of the fastest athletes in the world. So say, for example, I want to race against Brienne, who is a NCAA rowing champion. I can press go here. And what's interesting is that it's going to set the rowers to the exact same resistance. So it's going to set my resistance to the same one that Brienne was at when she was using our rower. Her video is at the top here. All her data is at the top, a description of her and her boat. And then you get to see what it's like to compete against one of the fastest people out there. So it's really, really fun. I'm not going to do it today because it's not very easy and I get smoked every time. Okay. So that's pros versus Joes. I really enjoy that. Guided programs tends to be one of the most popular categories because it's really like having a personal trainer guide you through a workout. Now we have hundreds of options. So you can actually go up here and you can filter by, length of time, the type of training, say you want to do cardio or strength or HIIT training, even toning, level of difficulty level as well. But I'm just going to close this. Now, what's also important is that these workouts aren't just rowing workouts. They can take you on and off the rower. So you can be doing dips and squats and push-ups. Like these programs are our push program series, which is about rowing and push-ups. These are our calorie programs. One of my favorite types of program to demonstrate is a full body program by Igor here, who's a personal trainer. This workout can be done with up to 10 people. So we do have this amazing Facebook community I'm going to talk about a little later. They organize a lot of these group workouts. It's 15 minutes long. And let's say I want to do hard difficulty level. So in Igor's training, kind of gives you a breakdown of the workout, gives you exactly which exercises you're going to do. So we're going to warm up with 400 meters. The rower is automatically going to be set to resistance level 5. Then we're going to do back rows for 20 reps at the highest resistance level, prisoner squats and so on. And so I can invite people, or I can just go into this workout by myself. So we're in the workout. This is the timeline of where we are in the workout, a little description of the workout, all of our metrics at the bottom. And now we have 180 seconds to row 400 meters at resistance level 5 with an animation on how to do the exercise. So as soon as I start rowing, you'll notice that it's going to automatically start counting down. And so I'll just start counting down. But I'm going to skip this exercise. If I want to skip, I just double tap. It's going to say I did a bad job because I didn't actually complete this warm up. And what's interesting is it's going to give you a score every single time you do the workout so that you know you're improving, that you have the right form. So I'll give you an example here. This next exercise is back rows. We have 100 seconds to complete 20 reps. It doesn't want us to use our legs. And you'll notice on the animation, it's going to show us exactly how to do that. So I want to focus on working my back muscles. And I'm just going to pull. You'll notice if I pull quite quickly, it's going to tell me to slow down my movements and not go so fast. So it's actually reading that on the screen, right? And so that's how we're giving you live feedback on how to do this exercise properly. And if I slow down my form, it's going to start giving me advice on how to do this exercise properly. Keep your elbows down and in. And it really is going to coach you through this exercise. And then once you're done this, it's actually going to give me a star rating on how well I performed, if I followed the instructions well, and then it's going to move me over to the next exercise. So I'm just going to finish this right here. Slow and steady. I got to slow down a little bit more. And I'm done. Perfect. Got 3 stars, so that's awesome. And now it wants me to do a relaxed row for 30 seconds. I'm going to skip this and just show you that the next exercise is going to get me to do prisoner squats. So it wants me to prepare for the next exercise. It's going to tell me to dismount from the rower and take 2 steps back. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then slow down, slow and low squats, hands behind your head for 20 reps. And so I can just do that right here. 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, and so on. Now I'll just hop out of this. So yeah, a lot of variety when it comes to programs. We have ones about HIIT training, sprinting, strength, 5-minute programs, 20-minute programs, you name it. And the final category is virtual. So if YouTube isn't enough and you really want these immersive experiences, we have a ton of real virtual rowing experience that take you outside of, your city, where you can pretend you're rowing in the Philippines or Austria, Seattle, you name it. And so we got a lot of variety. Let's say I want to row in Austria, as an example. And these videos are all in HD, so they're really beautiful. We have the sounds of rowing on the water. And you'll notice that the video is not moving because it is really timed with your row. So as soon as I start rowing, the video will start playing. And the faster I row, the video is going to play faster. And if I really want to make this experience immersive, I'll put on headphones, I'll hide these menus, and now I'm really rowing somewhere beautiful. So why? Why all this content? Why this rower? Why this screen? Why do we need all this? And the reason is because Aviron's goal is to change the way people work out, and most importantly, change the way we think about working out. Working out for the longest time has been about the end result. How many calories did I burn? How did I feel at the end of my workout? But it's never been about the journey. The journey is so important because if you can make the journey exciting, if you can make the journey fun, if you can make the journey enjoyable, then more people are going to work out and work out more often and for a longer period of time. And that's what Aviron really is trying to do is change the way people work out and change the way people think about working out, where you're going to want to work out. You're going to want to get on the rower because you're going to see new things and you're going to feel a certain way during your workout. And so we're making the journey as important, if not more important, than the end result. So thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.